Hello everyone, welcome back to Piston Cup Productions, and I am super excited to finally bring to you guys my review on case B, D, and E highlights. It took me a while, but I finally got them all. So, in case B, we have two highlights being Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen and Rodent Marker, who do appear in these other two cases here and there, but for the most part, they were the highlights for case B. Now, Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen and Rodent Marker, I did have to purchase through eBay because I thought my stores were never going to get them, but eventually I did find them physically. McQueen at Target with case D, with the Cave Mater, Tractor, and Slime McQueen, and Rodent Marker I ended up finding in Mexico. So now I have duplicates. But enough of that. We're here to talk about how I found these and all that good stuff. So these guys in the back from case D, I found at Target lately. I was super excited to find those. There's three highlights, all from Cars on the Road. And case E, I found at Walmart not too long ago either. So store stock seems to be, I guess, slowly picking up. It's a hit and miss, really, because sometimes the stock is really good and then sometimes it's not. I guess you just really have to time it right, like I did. And usually I go in the mornings, like 10 or 11 in the morning, and that's when I always hit this sort of luck. So maybe that's the tip for this video. Anywho, let's get started. I guess, yeah, let's get right into it. We have Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen from Thailand. I really like the way this guy looks in his packaging. I guess it doesn't hurt to have the extra one now because I just really like how he looks in this box. And we are going to review it to the China and Vietnam counterpart. And mind you, mine are kind of dusty, so I do apologize about that. There's the China one, and here is the Vietnam one. So I guess we'll do China to Thailand first. China be on the left and Thailand on the right. Automatically, you can just tell how much more reflective and shiny this guy is. He does have that Thailand eye sort of plate with the eye shadowing on the eyelids. His mouth is now painted in black. That little circle that goes around, it's a lot thinner here. Signature, I will say, looks a little bit better on this new variation. There are these sides. Oh, yeah, those decals are extremely blurry. You can't even read them, like Revolting Mood Springs, No Style. I can't really read them. On China, you can, so I applaud China for that. Thailand rims are as grainy as ever. Nothing different there. That Rusty's logo, too, is extremely pixely. You'd think over time they would have improved these things, but I mean, they have. Just, I don't know what happened here, really. The 95 is kind of fuzzy, too, on the side. Same with that lightning bolt. I love the paint, don't get me wrong. It's just those decals, how blurry they are, it does throw you off. Now, compared to Vietnam, oh boy, well, the face Vietnam had was atrocious, was disgusting. Even the Rusty's logo, I'm just noticing now, is a little bit bigger on this new iteration from Thailand. All of them have some sort of different shade to them. That's crazy. I think the shade most movie accurate might just be this one, though, because when you look at the box, I'm gonna put it here for reference. Yeah, they made them look like some sort of special metallic edition, and I have nothing wrong with that. Well, the only problem I have with it is that Hot Wheels scalpers are just gonna be drooling over this one, thinking it's some sort of super treasure hunt or something. I'm curious, if they sold it like this, would it be as popular? I think this is the closest color we've had. None of them have been exactly perfect, though, to that image. But, I mean, I'm not complaining. The paint is really nice. Oh, gosh, Vietnam was terrible, too, on the decals. I completely forgot how bad this guy was. See if we can focus in on there. Yeah. Vietnam was much worse. I will say the Lightning McQueen signature is nice, though, on that Vietnam one. Well, that pretty much does it for Lightning McQueen from Thailand. Pretty interesting. I'm not sure what to think because of those decals. But if I had to choose one between the original and this new one, I think I might just have to go with the metallic look of this one, but the decals of the original. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. We'll move on from that guy and go straight on to Rodent Marker from Cars on the Road. For whatever reason, my stores just never got case B. So I'm glad I found them eventually through other cases and whatnot. But, oh well. Point is, it's here. As seen in Cars on the Road. One of the clown cars from Showtime. And this one did come out as a mini racer way before it came out in 155 scale, which is pretty insane. I'm only noticing this now. I don't know what those little bean-shaped things are. I don't know if they're supposed to look like eyebrows or something for the car. But she looks so sad compared to the actual artwork. I don't know why they did that, but yeah, nothing much to say about this one. I'm not a huge fan of the clown cars to begin with, but you gotta collect them all, don't you? If, you know, you want to complete the whole collection. Moving on now to the next case. This one featured Cave Mater, Ghost Tractor, and Lightning McQueen. Okay, they gave these such weird names. Cave Mater, okay. Tractor Ghost. Why didn't you just say Ghost Tractor? And then this one, Lightning McQueen Deputy Hazard. That's so... Why not just say Slime McQueen? I'm sorry. Like, they don't even specify that he's covered in slime. It just says Lightning McQueen Deputy Hazard. If... The artwork, too, they didn't bother animating it with some sort of slime or something. Like, in the episode, he's frowning when he's getting covered in this slime. And I'm already seeing that the diecast... Well, maybe he has a different face. I'm not too sure. They did put the new for 2024 logo on all of these on the road ones, which is pretty nice. They're keeping it somewhat consistent. So I guess we'll do like an episode order. I don't want to get ahead of myself. So we'll do Mater first, because this is the one I've been wanting for so long. I hope this guy is just as common as Cave McQueen, because Cave McQueen, for whatever reason, you can find anywhere. But Cave Mater, I know he just came out and all, but he's been pretty difficult to find. And there's a look at his packaging. Pretty clunky big die cast. And look at the blister. So we've had McDonald's release this guy. We've had Mini Racers release this guy. We've had Tomica do it as well. About time Mattel finally gives us this guy. And wow, he's pretty heavy. And I love the detail that went into this guy. The base is like this like moss-colored green. There's the bumpers like this twig, sort of like log thing covered with ropes. Very, very nice and detailed. His forehead as well. It's got like a matte... The whole vehicle has a matte finish. That's really nice. And since this is from Thailand, you get that metal back portion as well. If China was still around during the on the road period, I wonder if they would have given us still plastic maters, or, you know, actual maters with metal backs. There's his engine. Very nice. It's like a big stone. I love the expression as well. A lot better than the Disney Store one. Bit of a squeaky axle there. But even the wheels are so nice. And all the cables as well. Really, really nice. These are made out of plastic. I wonder. Well, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to mention this guy does have the punch holes on the bottom for you to tow him. With the 2022 variant of Mater. But, anywho. No complaints on this guy. This guy looks fantastic. And I had been wanting this guy forever. Ever since the Cave McQueen came out. So, it's finally great to have these two together. I mean, look at that. I'm surprised they haven't done a 2-pack of these. Or of all the McQueen and Mater variants. I don't know if that's something they have planned for 2025. But it would be nice to get a 2-pack from each episode with these guys. So, you'll have a 2-pack of Cave McQueen and Mater. You'll have one for the Salt Flats if they ever decide to do, like, I don't know, you know, them with covered white bases. Then we can get one for the B-movie episode. You could do, like, Deputy Hazard McQueen and President Mater. You could do the Road Rumblers. It's just like, I'm surprised they haven't done it. They would sell really well, in my opinion. 2-packs of these special variants from each episode. They look so good together. And I love the matte finish they gave them. I mean, I just applaud Mattel for these two. Definitely some of my favorite releases so far from this video. All right. Tractor Ghost. Ghost Tractor. That's what I'm going to call him. I like the face they gave him. That's me after not finding cars every day. Well, you win some, you lose some. You can't find cars every day. All right. Here he is. Yeah, they translated that face pretty well. A little different because his mouth is closed on the artwork, but it's actually opened here. But it looks just as good. His spooked face just, it looks really good. I love it. Here is a China tractor for comparison. You don't have the word Chihuahua printed on the side. Chihuahua? Chihuahua? Yeah, so that's not there, but I mean, I don't think it really matters, does it? Is it on the actual artwork? Oh, it is. Never mind, it does kind of matter. I don't know why that slipped past them. But essentially everything else is the same. I mean, you don't have the spots that the normal tractor would have. There's the base. I'm trying to see here what the licensing says. It just says made in Thailand. Doesn't say the year of the casting. Kind of like that Radiator Springs McQueen, how it said 2021. Yeah. The last one for this case is going to be Slime Lightning McQueen. Now, we have several variants to compare this guy to, so let's get straight into it. I already talked about the packaging. They could have done a little bit better, but oh well. Here we go. Slime Lightning McQueen. I think they did fantastic with this piece. Wiggles a bit. I'm assuming you can take it off, right? No? Maybe? Okay, if this breaks, I want to at least catch it on camera. Oh, you can remove it. Okay. It kind of just like latches onto the police lights, the bar lights there. And now you have a... It's missing paint. Now I have to find another one. I mean, it's going to be covered, right? Yeah, I guess. But that now it just looks like he has some sort of mole on his face. Man. Okay, whatever, I guess. Here's the normal variant compared. It's just the eyes that they changed. I wish they would have changed the mouth, because he wasn't smiling during this scene. He was, you know, uncomfortable, getting slimed at. But everything else is exactly the same with this guy. Nothing different. Just a shame that this is the only one I found at Target. And he has this big mark. Yeah, maybe keep the slime on, buddy. You look ugly without it. I wonder, will it clip onto something like this? Well, something that's the right casting. Here's the, you know what, McQueen. Triple K McQueen. Yeah, I guess you can put it on other McQueen variants, but it's not going to latch on properly because it needs the roof bar lights right here to kind of just, you know, there you go. Latch on properly. Oh, you can still see it even without the slime cover on. Or with the slime cover on, sorry. Man. That bugs me. Whatever. Well, maybe not the... Yeah. Even with this on, you can't cover his ugly-ass mole. What a shame. Wingo and President Mater. President Mater's another one I've been excited for. Real quick, I'm going to take a look at Wingo. I don't plan on opening him. I want to get all 4 of the tuners that are coming out this year and keep them in box to display on my wall. And the reason I'm not going to open him is for 2 reasons. Number 1, I have the China Wingo with flames already. As far as like that little like flame piece, you know, it's, I mean, it looks almost identical. I think maybe they made it a little bit thicker, and that's about it. And compared to a normal Thailand Wingo, they're exactly the same. Yeah, they pretty much just added that little green plastic piece on the back. And just a little rant slash note here. I don't like how they're simplifying the names on these vehicles. So back when China came out with this guy, it was Wingo with flames. Now it's just Wingo. They don't specify these things. Same with Deputy Hazard McQueen with slime we saw earlier. It doesn't say McQueen with slime. It just says Deputy Hazard McQueen. So it's like the diecast line has been getting so much simpler over the years with Mattel. I mean, we don't have deluxes anymore. We have more cars on the road variants than anything else now. And it's just like stuff like this where they just simplify the names and get rid of other variants to replace. And for something like the tuners, I guess it's fine because, you know, it's such a minor plastic piece. So I guess you could pass up the flame variants as normal variants. And this one's going to be interesting because we got the color changer beforehand. Kind of like how we got Rodent Marker as a mini before as well. These blisters have been opening up pretty cleanly. I love the paint. The paint looks fantastic. President of the United States. I'm just going to have to turn here. President of the United States. Mater. Seal of the President of the United States. Huh. Okay. Yeah, he looks great. Painted in the mouth in black. His teeth look a little dirty, but I mean, they kind of always have. Whole engine bay there is like in a black, sort of dark gray color. Got, of course, one headlight as always. Classic Mater. I love the expression. I really nailed it with this one. It looks pretty similar to the artwork. Obviously, he's not looking off to the side, but the eyelid positioning is exactly the same as the artwork. So I applaud him for that one. There are your rims are kind of like this dull gray color. Yeah, kind of similar. They look a little bit more shiny-ish here, but that's just like a gunmetal gray, if anything. your tow cables. Interestingly enough, they gave him the larger tow hook here so that you can tow the vehicles kind of like so. And I really hope they update all of the maters like this, because why are you still going to be making maters without this feature, you know? Well, it does seem random to me that they haven't updated any of the maters with this new tow hook feature, except, you know, the regular brown one that first came out in 2022 and this one. These two are the only ones with this feature, if I'm not mistaken. So it's strange how they haven't done it for their other mater variants. I will say, though, it does look a little awkward how low it is compared to, you know, a classic mater that has it up all the time. But I mean, this is just a play feature for kids at the end of the day. So if I bring the camera down, you kind of see the way that towing feature works. This is what we would do as kids. There we go. Anyone else remember doing that? That's what I would do. Kids nowadays have it easy. They get a punch hole and a larger tow hook and everything. Back in my day, this is how we would struggle recreating the movies with our toys. Just trying to hook it on there, and sometimes the little hooks would break off. Oh my goodness. Glory days when we were younger. The color changer used that Precision Series mater sort of casting slash shape. So, and even the base color for this guy is a little bit darker. Compared to the artwork, though, I think the actual metal one got it perfectly. The shades are pretty matched up. The one from the color changers line is a little bit too dark. And of course, he can change into that lighter baby blue, as you're seeing there poking from his engine. But yeah, the metal one for the win. I like how the license plate is still rusty. I didn't notice that. So yeah, I mean, these are costumes, again, that they wore in the movie. Although I don't know how a costume works in the Cars world like this, because, I mean, it looks like it's just paint. Unless it was a wrap of some sort. Yeah, it's probably a wrap. That would make more sense. I think that's how I would rank them. If this guy didn't have that little, you know, stain on the bottom, it would have been better. But I think I would place this one in first, this one in second, this one in third, fourth, fifth. And then I guess these two wouldn't count since they're, you know, re-releases, but in Thailand form. But if I had to sneak them in there, there we go. That's how I would do it. Anywho, Piston Cup Productions signing out, and I will see you guys next time.